What's up nerds, it's JR Shank here, and today I'm going to show you some low end and high end settings for your stream. These are the worst case and the best case scenarios. Remember, this is for affiliates and below. Partners can have a lot better settings than we can. You don't have to follow these quite literally, this is a base for you, so you can play around with these. You might have a mid-stream PC where you want to go, you could up your bitrate a bit more or lower your bitrate or whatever, you know what I mean? This is just going to be a base, so you just take it with a grain of salt and then hopefully it will help you. So for your low end settings, you want to go to your output settings in OBS. You're going to set your bitrate control at CBR. You set your bitrate at 3500. Anything lower than this, it's just not going to look good at all. This should be your base. Up this a little bit to what suits your PC better, but this is the minimum. You go down to keyframes, set this to 2. In your present, you want to put max performance. Profile set to high. So if your GPU, this is if you have 2 different GPUs in your computer. 0 is your standard one, first one in your PC. And your max B frames set to 2. In your video settings, you should have your canvas at 720. This is important here. So you'll go in your bare minimum lowest if you're trying to work it on a laptop with built-in graphics and stuff like this. If you can't run it with these settings, you're going to be a little bit stuck. You need to upgrade somewhere. Your output, it should be at 720 as well. Bilinear is the lowest downscaler. This will help your GPU a little bit. It's not a massive difference between the 3 settings in this downscaler, but I just set it to lowest as yet again, we want the worst case scenario. Also, you can have the frames set to 30, but you really want to hit 60. Most games are going to hit 60 now, so you really want that at 60. So here's some game capture of these settings. Desperate to start streaming, these are the settings, is your minimum on your base. If you can't stream these settings, I would look to upgrade, build a stream PC. They're pretty cheap nowadays. I'll be making a video on this eventually. My stream PC is only a Ryzen 3 with a 1050. This is what I'm doing this on now. It cost me about £400. And I find it does what I need at the moment, although I am pushing it to its limits. Let's just see some actual gameplay here. While I'm training, see my godly aim. I'm playing this on my gaming PC, which is an i9 with a 2080 Ti. This is locked at 165
Inside the territories, you can find supply bins that carry weapons and resources you will need to survive.
Do you mind?
Open one. Stop. Your HUD will show what you have equipped.
Follow
the checklist to access and cycle through your inventory.
My capture card is a cheap PCIe Chinese capture card. I have done a video on it. It isn't the best in the world, so bear in mind the quality isn't going to be... Now go. It's going to be one of my many upgrades that I'm planning on doing. It's definitely my capture card.
Patching myself up a bit.
Inside the supply bin, you will find a weapon and ammo. Arm yourself.
As you can see, it isn't too bad. Let's go and see what high settings would look like. So for your high settings, you want to keep it on CBR. Put your bitrate up to the max that Twitch allows, so that's 6,000. You keep your keyframes at 2. Change this to max quality or quality. I don't really see much difference between these two, but max it out anyway, because this is your best case scenario. Get your profile at high, GPU set at 0, and your B frames at 2. You're going to go to your video, and you want to change your canvas to 1080. This will condense everything down, make it look a little bit sharper, but that output scaler puts to 720. As being an affiliate on Twitch, you can't stream above a 6,000 bit rate. You need at least 8,000 to 10,000 for 1080p streaming, so you're kind of losing things here, but you can set this to whatever your preference is, but it will look very pixelated at 6,000 upload. If you're downscaler, you want to set this to Lanchos. I think I've said that right. Correct me if I have not. This is sharpened scaling with 36 bits, and keep your FPS at 60. So here's the high-end settings on Apex. They'll already look a lot crisper. As you can see,
Welcome to Apex Legends.
not as pixelated as it was before.
You can call me Bloodhound.
Everything looks a lot clearer and see more detail in the textures. Sharp movements here to very colourful game. This it can pixelate on stream quite bad. It's hard to get the actual settings bang on for this game. Bearing in mind, I'm not using that. I'm not using Elgato or anything. I'm using that cheap capture card. Keep that in mind.
Inside the territories, you can find supply bins that carry weapons and resources you will need to survive. Open one.
Anyway, guys, it all depends on your preference, but this is the highest settings I would recommend to you. Hopefully these settings have helped you, at least just get started with your streaming. The low end settings, you can up these a little bit. You don't have to be bang on what I said. This is worst case scenario. Your computer might be not that bad. Remember, my stream PC isn't good at all. If any, like compared to some of them out there, it will be getting upgraded soon. But at the moment, it's doing what I want. But as I'm adding more scenes to it and more animations and cool things like that, it's starting to struggle. So I'm gonna have to upgrade mine. I think I'll probably go with 2060 and probably put a Ryzen 5 in there. I think that's a sweet spot for stream PCs. Remember, guys, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch. The link will be down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please tell me why. But you feel free, put the thumbs down if you want. If you want to be that guy. The next video, I'll be doing 5 tips to stop frame drops on your stream. These will also help your low end settings as well. And I'll see you in the next one.
He doesn't know.